Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Starfield updates video. While I was away on vacation having a much needed break, Bethesda released a beta update. So Starfield update 1.14.74 was released on November the 5th, and it is still currently in beta right now. Now, if you do want to test out the beta, they have put some instructions down below in the actual release notes for this, and this is only via Steam, so you can't test beta out on Xbox or Game Pass. So the instructions to do it via Steam are basically to go into the Steam library, navigate to Starfield, then right click on Starfield and select your properties window. In the new properties pop-up window, select betas, and then the beta drop down to opt into select beta, and wait for the app to download the new build and launch Starfield. Now, a caveat for this: if you are running any sort of mods and you are signed up to beta, your game is going to go haywire. There's no two ways about it, because until the actual main update is released and all the modders in the wonderful modding community can go and update the game on their side and update the files to match the new game update, then things are going to be broken. So if you are testing out mods or anything like that and you do turn on beta, do not be surprised for them to be broken. What they're also trying to do is collect feedback on the beta as well via their official Discord server. So if you haven't signed up to that, definitely go and sign up to that. Some good information there. The one thing that I do notice is that they seem to be putting a lot more emphasis on Fallout 76 obviously is a big one at the moment. So guys, with regards to this update, so we basically have three sections to go through. So they've done some quality of life changes, they've done some general performance and stability improvements within Starfield here, and they've uncapped the frame rate, which is now available on the Xbox Series X. Message of the day displays more consistently on Xbox. Don't know if it was or wasn't before. And there was an issue where some console commands did not disable certain achievements. So that one, obviously, if you are using console commands or you are using an achievement unblocker, for example, mod, then that is now fixed in their opinion, but in my opinion it's a single player game. If you want to use cheats, if you want to use console commands, feel free, right? It's not affecting anybody else. Shattered space wasn't showing up correct ownership either for Steam users. That's now fixed as well. So we're going to move on to the gameplay fixes. Now, with Shattered Space, which was released early September, around sort of a month or so ago rather, there was a number of different weapons that were brought into the game. Okay, and one of those was the Annihilator particle beam. Now, the damage over time effect was triggering companion reactions. That has now been fixed, so you'll no longer get any companion reactions, good or bad, when using the Annihilator particle beam. Leadership skill issues have been resolved that were causing companions to not speak up, basically. There was improved functionality of the stealth bar as well around crowd NPCs. They've addressed some issues where destroyed ships wouldn't load in without collisions happening. We've seen that quite a lot. We've also addressed issues where loading a save relied on missing content would place the player in an undesirable location. I don't know about you guys, but I mean, I've seen my player load in a number of different times in either a bad location where I'm instantly being attacked by enemies, or I've just spawned into a rock face, for example. So I'm glad that's been looked at and addressed. But the main ones that I want to look at here: Trackers Alliance was brought out a couple of updates ago, and it really wasn't too expansive, if you know what I mean. They brought in bounty hunting with Trackers Alliance, but number one, your bounties were never counted up. Roach never counted them properly. You weren't able to really go out and hunt people because you may find one every half an hour or so, and it wasn't very immersive when you did find them. They got down on their hands and knees with their hands behind their back and stayed there. It didn't matter if you went off, they just stayed there. No one came and collected them. However, those things have now been resolved. So there's been multiple changes and fixes within Trackers Alliance. So Roach is now going to accurately track those number of completed bounties. So come on guys, tell me in the comments, how many bounties have you completed? What's your number up to at the moment? Bounty targets are now going to appear in Aquila, Gagarin and Sidonia because they weren't appearing there before. And they've also fixed an issue where we would receive additional credits by extorting the target and then killing them. So that's kind of like not the right thing, right? You extort them and then you kill them and you get more credits. Well, they shouldn't have any credits on them if you've already extorted them. So I'm glad that's fixed. Bounty targets should now have a larger variety of appearances, and that's one thing that I really did notice was I was only seeing them like one every half an hour or so. You weren't really getting that many bounty targets. In a galaxy the size that it should be, you really should have a lot more bounty targets. So, bounty targets are also now being removed after being dealt with and leaving the area, so that's good as well. And extorting or bribing bounty targets is no longer a guaranteed success, so that's good. So you're basically rolling the dice whether you want to extort or bribe a target and whether it will work or not. So I like that, good fix. And then we also have some quest fixes as well. I know there is still a lot of quests out there that are still broken. Bear with the Bethesda team, right? They are working on it, so just bear with them, right? There's the Starjacker quest, Legacy of the Fang, the Jewel, Scaled Citadel, What Remains, 2 of them in there, 2 of them in House Divided, and 3 in Zealous Overreach as well. So guys, that is it for this update. However, this should go into general release, I would say in the next sort of 4 to 5 days after this video goes live, which would be what, the 15th this will go live. So I would say around the 20th, if not before, this update will be live to everybody, because that will be around the sort of 2-week period where the beta's been out on Steam, and if there's no major issues then they will release it. However, I have also been noticing that people have been saying that ships are no longer landing. So that's something that they may well look into. That may be fixed upon general release, but as yet it's not. So if you do have the beta and you're having that issue, just be aware that they will probably fix that for the general release. Alright guys, thank you for joining me on this update video. We're going to have more Starfield videos coming out very soon. There will be my first live Starfield stream going out on Wednesday, which will be the 20th of November. So that will be 9 PM UK time. So guys, if you can join me on that, that would be much appreciated. And I hope to make it fun for you guys as well. I will be going through Shattered Space, just running through the game, playing it, and seeing what we can get up to. See what mischief we can get up to. Guys, thank you for joining us. I hope you all have a fantastic day. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, stay tuned for more, and we'll see you in the next one. Have a good day, everybody.